In other news, there has been yet another instance of the violation of the Model Code of Conduct, and this is by the Indian Railways once again, found itself caught on the wrong side when passengers reported with this one picture which went viral on social media. Look at that cup of chai closely. It has the slogan "Main bhi chowkidar" printed on it. When passengers reported that tea was being served in these paper cups with this slogan written on it, the image of the paper cup that was tweeted by a passenger, and this was at the Kathgodam Shatabdi. This image went viral. The railway said that it has now withdrawn this cup and has penalized the contractor. Now, this issue just comes in days after the railways was once again found in violation of the poll code for issuing tickets that had Prime Minister Modi's pictures on them. Our correspondent Ayushman getting us further inputs in. Once again, you have the Indian Railways really caught on the wrong side of the Model Code of Conduct. Largely, Ayushman, the question being asked, the Election Commission not being able to keep up. These are MCC violations that are coming in on various fronts. In each given case, you have the violation already having taken place before it could be reined in.
Well, Sahar, if you look at these instances, for the instance, if you see the boarding passes of Air India as well as the cups of the Indian Railways, in both the instances, you can see this Election Commission has said that they only took the cognizance of the matter after it was reported. This is something which is not really directly connected to the Election Commission. The matter, when it gets reported, the Election Commission takes action on it. Yesterday in the press conference also, the Election Commission made it clear that on MCC violation, they are very much alert, and they have said that after hearing to the parties within 48 hours, a very short span of time, they are taking action. At the same time, there is a C-Vigil app. And Election Commission also cleared the fact that around 23,000 complaints they received on C-Vigil app, and out of that 60% cases were found true, and they have acted on that. So Election Commission directly saying this fact that these are the instances where these instances are not clearly associated with the Election Commission. But ever since these facts get reported, the Commission takes a cognizance and action is being taken. Like in the Air India case, if you see, Air India has taken back the boarding passes. Also in this contractor matter, the contractor has been fined and the cups have been rolled back. But it is the Commission says that they are vigilant and they are taking necessary.
But does the violation
demand is being made.
Ayushman, as far as the measure of penalty goes for having violated the Model Code of Conduct, does this nature of a violation play a big enough deterrent? We're looking at multiple violations on a daily basis, and it's not really playing a strong deterrent with respect to what the measure of penalty is.
Exactly, sir. If you see, the violations across the country of MCC take place, and that's why Election Commission has said that they have developed this app called C-Vigil. Even when this matter was brought in light to the Election Commission officials, at the first instance that the Election Commission officials said the person who has done this, he should go through the C-Vigil app. They can directly complain this to the Election Commission, following which the Commission will issue the notice. So the area is so huge, the foundations are so large that the Election Commission officials say that it is not really possible to maintain a check and balance every part of it. So that's why the power has been given to the citizens. This C-Vigil app which has been developed, what the Commission officials say, that it empowers the citizens. If they see something that is possible violation of Model Code of Conduct, people can report that fact to the Election Commission, and Commission will take an action on it. And if you see the record, what the Commission claims is that they have received over 23,000 complaints on C-Vigil app, and 60% of them, a whopping 60% of those complaints were found to be true. So this is how the Commission, this is for the first time that is happening. The Commission views to empower the citizens, because ultimately it's a citizen who has brought both the incidences. If you see at the railway or the Indian airport, both the instances have been brought to light by the citizens only, sir.
All right. So very clearly, Ayushman, what you're reporting to us here is that these are matters that are taken into the hands of citizens as having been given the go-ahead by the Election Commission of India itself, which is the C-Vigil app, on which you report a matter and immediate action here is taken. But Ayushman, we're looking at other aspects as well, because currently not just discussing this one case of the chai cup, which has the Main Bhi Chowkidar slogan on it. There are other instances as well. There is the matter of the Modi biopic, which is being heard, which the Election Commission of India still hasn't acted upon, saying that they're waiting for the internal assessment report to be out. There are other such instances here as well, when it seems that the procedural time to analyze bigger complaints is precious time lost, because we're just about weeks away now from the elections, and these are MCC violations that continue to happen. Or should there be faster action then?
Well, sir, when we try to talk to the officials, they obviously maintain the fact that once the commission gives an instruction after looking over the complaints, it becomes a mandatory thing, and that's why they take time. They hear both the parties. That's what was maintained from the Election Commission officials yesterday, that they take time because diligence is required. It's not that the one party goes and the Election Commission goes and gives the order. It hears both the parties, and then the commission
diligence, cross-checking of facts there. Absolutely, Ayushman. Let's get in a word here from the Congress. We have Mr. Sanjay Jha with us of the phone line. Thanks for being with us, Sanjay. Are you in agreement with the workings of the C-Vigil app, which has been introduced by the Election Commission of India? A lot of these complaints, such as boarding passes being issued with the photograph of Prime Minister, or chai cups being served with the slogan of Main Bhi Chowkidar, all having been reported by Vigil citizens, and the Election Commission of India acting in enough time?
Well, I can tell you that these are very disturbing developments. I'll tell you why. This is an abuse of your money, the taxpayers' money, and the state machinery. How can a political party, which is in the ruling dispensation, violate norms of the Election Commission and do it without any compulsions? You think the BJP doesn't know this is the first election the BJP is fighting?
Right. So you feel that the penalty is not a deterrent enough? The penalty to violate the code is not a deterrent enough?
At all. And I'll give you examples. There is a Namo TV, I was told. There is some TV channel called Namo TV, apparently, that is playing on. Does anybody care? I mean, there is so much of publicity going on about that Modi biopic. Narendra Modi comes and speaks on television. Frankly speaking, I don't know what is the view of the Election Commission on that. But end of the day, these are all terribly controversial. But you know what the message is, that the BJP doesn't care. Why don't we ask this question? Why was the Main Bhi Chowkidar, which is a BJP political party slogan, why was it put in the trains anyway? Before we say that it should be stopped, can you question?
That's right, but the action, absolutely, to begin with itself, it's a huge flaw. But action having taken, contractor having been penalized already on that. Sanjay, I'm afraid we'll have to leave it at that, really running short of time. Sanjay Jha of the Congress, of course, saying it's a shameless violation of the Model Code of Conduct.